Oi. So basically that's hello in Portuguese. Anyway, so it's an imperfect Friday, like you already know, and so I'm welcoming you to Imperfect Words with yours truly, Onion Butter. So today we're going to talk about something really different, really cool. I think like when I was in high school, okay. So for you people who don't know about Nigerian system, I think like I'm always giving Nigerian education here, but basically we have primary, secondary, and university. We have nursery and kindergarten. Just that most people don't do that. I didn't do kindergarten or nursery, so straight to primary school. Those days, if you were 6 years old and your hand could touch your ear, this hand could touch the other ear, then you were grown enough to be in primary school. So I was 5 years and my hand could already touch my ear and I was talkative, but I wasn't 6 years old. So I had to lie. Well, my parents had to lie that I was 6, and so my birth certificate was changed, blah blah blah. I'm giving up my secrets here. My parents are going to kill me. Anyway, so yeah, we have that.
Secondary school was divided into junior secondary school and senior secondary school. Each one was like 3 years, so at the end of the day, you're spending 6 years in secondary school. So what had happened was that I've always been a goody two shoe girl. I've always tried to please my teachers and just be generally good morally and otherwise. So obviously, I didn't have so much friends. I didn't have people didn't want to hang around me because who wants to hang around the goody two shoe girl? Anyway, so I at that time I was trying to fit in, to belong, to have more friends, to hang out with the cool kids then. So in social studies class something happened. These kids were passing around paper. I'm not one to pass around paper in class. I'm always like attentive, very serious, raising my hands to answer question or asking questions, just generally making teachers feel like they are doing a good job. So these kids were passing the paper around. Or because I was trying to feel among, like to be part of them, I said I could pass the paper for them to the person they wanted to pass it to. So they gave me the paper to pass to the next person, and while I was about to pass, generally the passing of paper generated noise. So the teacher turned around. So when she turned around, she saw me extending my hand to pass the paper to someone else. So basically, the paper was in my hand. I was caught red-handed. So she was so shocked. She was so shocked, totally disappointed. And she was like, Onyinyechi, what are you doing? What is wrong with you? And I couldn't say anything. Like, I didn't know what to say. What was I going to say? So she told me, come out, come and stand in front of the class. So I did. And then she told me to pick pin. So if you still don't know how Nigeria educational system works, there are so many types of punishment you could be given for behaving wrongly. So one of them is picking pin. So I'm going to show you how to pick pin right now, just right now. So generally, you have to do that for as long as the teacher decides you're going to be there, or the senior student, whoever is punishing you. So she told me to come out and pick pin. I was like, okay, no problem. I went in front of the class. I started picking pin. But social studies class was 20 minutes to the end. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to pick pin for 20 minutes and that's it. Let me tell you something. If you're picking pin, by the time you're done picking that pin for like 30 minutes, even 10 minutes into it, you begin to sweat, you begin to tremble, your whole body is in pain, you start crying. So I was like, 20 minutes, I can do it. So the class ends and she's like, Onyinyechi, follow me. I'm like, oh God, this is serious. So I went with her. She took me to the staff room. If you still don't know what a staff room is, in Nigeria, it's a big office where all the teachers have their desk. If you enter there for a good reason, they praise you. If you enter there for the wrong reason, they would criticize and judge your existence. So I'm a frequent visitor of the staff room. I always go there to submit assignments or submit our notebooks or collect teachers' notes so I can copy, because they always do that kind of thing. They give you their notes, you copy, and then you share it with your classmates. So I entered and teachers were like, oh, Onyinyechi, how are you? They're so happy to see me. Then the woman, the social studies mistress, tells me, go to that corner and continue picking pin. I was like, crap. I thought this woman was bringing me here to scold me, but she was actually coming to punish me in the staff room. So the other teachers were beginning to ask what happened, what happened. So she told them, and they were all so disappointed in me. They were so disappointed, and they were like, Onyiche, I can't believe you did this. What is wrong with you? You've joined bad friends and everything, teachers can say to you. And I was so angry at myself that day. I stayed in that staff room for hours picking pin. At the end of the day, I started sweating. My whole body was trembling. I was crying. I was in pain. I was just not in physical pain, but I was so much pain because I felt like I had disappointed all my teachers. I had disappointed myself. I had disappointed my family. I had disappointed my whole generation. So it was really that bad. So to my point, if you have to lose yourself to fit in with them, if you have to invent a personality to hang out with them, if you have to like what you hate to please them, my sister, it's not worth it. We oftentimes lose ourselves because we are trying to fit in, or because we are trying to associate ourselves with a certain kind of people by being more like them, or by being more like the people they want us to be. This is so unnecessary because such people do not even impact you in a positive way. Such people do not help you grow. Such people do not help you be a better version of yourself. It's a waste of your lifetime. It's a waste of your talent. It's a waste of everything beautiful that you can achieve trying to please people who are not worth it. So if you have people in your life who expect you to be different so that you can hang around them, if your friendship requires you to borrow the whole money in the world to buy the things that you cannot afford, if your friendship requires you to fake that you have the things that you don't have, brother and sister, it's time to pack your bags and leave. Those kind of friendships don't benefit you. Those kind of circles don't benefit you. So don't be trying to fake it till you make it. Just be you. Because that day when I finished picking pin for more than an hour, I realized that it was okay to be a goody two-shoe. It was okay to be Onye. It was just okay to be me. And so you should realize that too. If you like what I've shared today, remember, subscribe to this channel so that you can get notifications for every time I post. Also, like, share, leave a comment if you have something to say to me. And also you can follow me on Instagram at Onye's Quotes so that you can see my quotes and see some of my videos there. See you next week.